today it's like middle of the back. I do like HIIT workouts.
And, like,
okay. I'd say about a week and a half ago, it just started bothering me a little bit.
During the workout?
During the workout.
Okay.
I was stretching during these stretches when I'm laying back on my back and pulling my legs up, and I felt like a little like, oof. I didn't really notice it, and then the pain started after that. So yeah, it feels like something's pulled or...
Is it in the middle, on the right, or the left?
It's in the middle. I can't tell if it's on the right or left.
When it was pulling either leg, it happened, or?
I mean, it doesn't really hurt when I do that, but I just noticed something.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, I was working out. Like I do like jump squats and like little speed drills and stuff, and I was just like, damn, that kind of stings when I'm...
Okay. All right. Yeah, it might be a subluxation. Yeah, it might just be like the bone kind of like slightly displaced out. And then when that happens, the muscles react. They go into spasm. They're like kind of telling the bone, hey, come back. Like, don't go out any further. It's a guarding mechanism. It doesn't want like your vertebra to dislocate. Oh, it's just probably a guarding mechanism. But let's take a closer look.
Oh, no, one other thing I noticed, like the last month I've been stretching, my like left leg is longer. That's
super common. It's probably from the pelvis, like the hips, right? So the femur inserts into the hip joint. And so the hip is what goes back and forth, like in a figure 8 motion when we walk. So oftentimes, almost the majority of the population will have varying degrees of like displacement of that hip. So as you walk, this hip, it goes back and down. The hip, the ilium really, probably got stuck going in this direction. If this goes that direction, so that's gonna make that longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
okay. That's like I said, the majority of the population has that to varying degrees. Most people will walk around like that and they don't really notice it until you do. If it gets too significant, you're gonna start feeling that discomfort. Now let's have you lay face down. With respect to the low back, it feels a little stuck on that right side. That feels like it's jumping out right there. It's about T8, T7, T6. It feels like these are all just a little bit posterior right here. So we'll want to push those back in. Let's see how springy they are. Yeah, they're all kind of moving together. It feels like 7 or 8 moving together. And 6 is independent. Got some good muscle tension right in there, man. Continues on the right. So it's kind of nice and soft on the left, but on the right it stays tough.
Is that something that just occurs naturally or just because of exercise?
Usually exercise is gonna help alleviate these types of things, okay? Being stagnant, because this is like a postural area. Usually if you're sitting too long and you're not moving, this all guards. If anything, exercise is helping keep the other side, at bay. When you're exercising, maybe try isolating the muscles. I would start doing single rows, really isolate like these muscles here. So these ones here, the deep ones, will be forced to stabilize and allow these muscles on the surface to relax. Cable rows, standing cable rows, or bands. And then the key is, so most people when they row, they'll lean back. You don't want to do that. All right, well, let's get to work here. Sam, while I have you here, I'm gonna do what we call a P to A adjustment. It looks like you may need one. Sometimes it's the only way to get a segment to move, at least in a certain direction. So I'm gonna do one here. It may or may not move. Take a nice deep breath in. Give me that exhale. On the exhale, I'm gonna do a little push here. Yeah, there we go. Move pretty well. And then for this one, I'm gonna have you slide down just a few inches. I want to get those shoulders lined up with that top cushion. Curl up toward me, and I want you to tuck the chin. You drop all the way back for me now. Exhale. Yeah, there's the rest. I mean, there's just so much in there, man. So like that wouldn't have got what we did on the push, a little bit different force vector, but so I'm glad we did both. Let's motion it through. Right there, get that one, C3. Very good. We'll do a little lift here. We'll go down to 5. Yeah. So let's come back up to 2. There it is. Sam, I'm gonna do a little pull here. And that'll get you in position to do the low back adjustment. So go ahead and lay on the side, face me this way. There we go. So that pushes the low ilium up. And this one we'll do a pull. So when I was palpating, I felt most of the joint restriction on that right side. Well, let's see what we got here on the left. Oh yeah. Let's do a leg pull. Good. Very good. All right, stay just like that. We're gonna do some traction for you, okay? So we're gonna pull from the neck and from the feet here. Okay. Yeah, it is. Little medieval. I'm gonna pull you out here. So I wanna get tension from the low back, the neck here. And the neck is the one where it's gonna go back and forth. So it's gonna be varying degrees of pull from the neck. This is gonna maintain stationary, and you're gonna feel tension and pull from the neck. We'll go 10 minutes like that. And there's just one more thing too. I just want to talk to you about doing the core abdominal bracing. So we call this one abdominal hollowing. I want you to contract the abs as if someone's gonna come and kind of punch you in the stomach. So you're bracing for an impact. So the abs are contracted, and while they're contracted, I want you to pull the abdomen, so like the navel goes back toward the spine. Point is, you're gonna turn on, by doing that, your transverse abdomen. So the muscle that wraps around your spine, which is essentially your built-in back brace. 1 minute, between 5 and 10 times per day for you wanna turn that thing on. If you do that, you'll notice it gets stronger and stronger. What I don't want you to do is jump into it. Don't try to contract it rapidly. I want you to do it slowly. Over the course of a minute, right around the 30, 40-second mark, that thing should be fully contracted. As you become proficient at turning it on, I want you to have that awareness. It's gonna get stronger and stronger as time goes by. I want you to really focus on turning it on if you're getting up out of a chair, or if you're sitting down, or if you're walking upstairs, or if you're gonna pick something up, or if you do any sports, when you're doing your HIIT training, when you're moving around rapidly, contract, pull in, okay? Engage it.
While I'm moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to become so good that you can start to contract it more rapidly. But in the beginning, it takes time.
Great.
Yeah, so athletes use this technique to prevent injuries to their lower extremities. If you look at the research, there should be less incidents of ACL tears, in the NFL, because they're starting to work with trainers that teach them to do this, because they become more stable. And so this is not moving around like jello. What's affected is our lower extremities from that. Anyway, so just keep that in mind when you're doing HIIT training, right? So it helps prevent injury.
Cool.
Yeah, and it enhances performance, and it makes you stronger. It creates a flat stomach. Okay?
Win-win.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome.
All day.
Thank
All right,
you,
Sam.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming in.
terms of healing, should I just give my back a couple, just wait till it starts to feel?
Nah, I would, no, you go right after it.
Really?
It's gonna heal regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, just do your regular routine.
Okay.
No, nothing really. Yeah, there should be no adverse effects.
Well, I appreciate it.
Only good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man.
I won't come back for a little while.
Yeah, it's been a year, so maybe we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Take care, my man.
Okay. Yeah, the experience was great. He's very attentive and friendly and knowledgeable, and definitely would come back. This is my second time, and great experience. Would highly recommend it, and looking forward to my back pain going away.